control to Major Todd. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. Detach from station and may God's love be with you.
Good morning. That was Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield. It's actually a viral video. It's all over the internet. He's in space, the first ever video recorded from space. I thought it was pretty cool.
First musical video, right? The first.
Yeah. First musical video. He actually edited it and put it together, and it's actually a really good video.
Yeah, I recommend everybody search it. Just search ISS Space Oddity. It'll get you right there on YouTube.
Or you just put in Space Oddity at this point because the video is so hot boy.
Exactly.
That it's everywhere. But he's got a really nice mustache. He looks like Freddie Mercury pre-AIDS in space. You know what I mean? The stars have a line for this motherfucker to really sing his song. This is his fucking moment at the ISS.
He does his beautiful performance.
Yeah, he does a tremendous job.
Anti-gravity in full effect. He's floating around. He's got the guitar floating around. There's different angles. There's different video angles. I think it's just a reflection of today's society.
Yeah, he
everything is super
he's gonna be a star. A lot of people are saying,
he's
run for president.
American Idol astronaut.
America, he's the universal idol.
Oh, right, he's Canadian.
You know what I mean? He's just out there.
He's a transcontinental idol.
Solar system idol. But all right, so I hope everyone's doing well. We got a lot to get to today. There are a lot of interesting stories. As soon as we got offline last week, the whole Cleveland story broke, which is absolutely fucking absurd. It's some of the craziest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Steve, you been following it?
Bring us up to speed.
There's a lot. All right, from the rip, okay, there's a lot of things at play. It was 10 years that this girl, Amanda Barry, and 2 other girls, Amanda Barry the longest, they completely disappeared in Cleveland, right?
Yep.
They end up being in this house, which brings up the point, what happened to all the people who have disappeared? It's so fucking crazy. It's something like 99,000 unsolved disappearances. But statistically, a majority of them are family.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a majority. It's
a custody thing. Or
it's exceedingly rare for a complete stranger to snatch you, but it does happen.
Mm-hmm. But
she was snatched on her way home. She was put in a car and she was brought to this, what the media is calling a house of horrors. And she was put, 10 years just made to do horrible things. You know what I mean? I mean, people had even called 911 to report it. And the 911 actually thought it was, a prank.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, she was being walked around in a dog collar in the backyard naked.
No.
For real, the details are fucking ridiculous. The guy, Angel, he's been charged with
Angel Cordero.
Angel Cordero. He he did some horrible shit. He had multiple children with these girls. Some of them died. Oh. He made them give birth in a pool, an inflatable pool, so there wouldn't be a mess. He's a legit piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a complete fucking piece of shit. And a lot of people are saying now that there's a way they could do it with Ohio law where he can actually face the death penalty.
Yeah. Well, you'd think. I mean, he's jeopardized these girls' lives. He's brought other lives into the world illegally. That's rape, right? I mean, technically.
Yeah, and the other ones that died, and the initial kidnapping and the holding of them there, and just the literally thousands of assaults and sexual. Yeah. If there has to be such thing as a death penalty, it might be tailor made for a case like this.
And then, of course, we have our token internet sensation.
Oh, yeah, what's his name?
Ramsey.
Charles, but then they found out a lot of shit about Charles. See,
Well, of course.
They dug up some shit about Charles. He's not an angel.
Yeah, there's memes out there defending him. Like, there's like 2 congressmen, and they're like, this man passed a bill which did this, and blah, blah, blah.
And
but we want to go after this poor soul, and he saved these 3 girls, and, you know.
But there's another guy who's saying, there's another guy who only speaks the Espanol, and he claims he was the one. He claims he was the legitimate one.
He was the real rescue.
No hable inglés. He claims he's the real one to save the girls. And Charles Ramsey was, just fortunate. Ray Boy's in the building right now, fact checking, writing a report.
There he is.
He's behind
Ray
us.
Boy, what's your report on tonight? Let me get a little volume here so we can hear you. Ray Boy, what are you writing your report?
Oh shit, dude! I'm just doing a stats paper. I mean, it's nothing big. I was actually trying to see how many people's attention I could get at the campus.
How are you doing that? Showing your pud?
Just practicing my staff out in the middle of like the courtyard.
He was. You practice your staff. Is that what do you mean practicing your staff?
Oh, I just sit out there and it's my.
What's your staff for people who don't know that you're not talking about your dick right now?
I'm a fire performer. I just basically run around Binghamton randomly when I feel like it. I'll just light up my staff and do a quick dance for everybody, and I usually last like 15 minutes. I usually bring some music or try to get some music from the area, and I don't know, I just have a good time with it.
You're still defining. You haven't defined your staff for us.
Oh well, it's like a 5-foot-long Kevlar and fire staff that you can soak in white fuel, and it'll light on fire with the flash point.
White fuel, is that like white gas, like camping gas?
Yeah, Coleman's
camping gas. Okay, we used to use that in the Scouts. Nice.
You were in the Scouts, Steve?
Oh yeah.
What rank did you achieve?
I have to talk about it. Life Scout.
Life.
I was not an eagle. No.
Is that a step below an eagle?
It's one below, right? I'm like an associate professor of Eagle Scouting.
You're an adjunct.
Right.
Oh.
My office is like the size of my closet.
Yeah.
No window. I don't even get a fucking phone.
How long were you in? I'm still learning about him because he don't want to hang out. We don't meet up. I'm still learning about him.
Long time. I was in the Scouts till probably like 16, and I was like, that's
16?
Yeah.
You were in the Scouts?
Yeah. I was like, that's it. I'm 16. It's time to start trying to like get a car, get a girlfriend.
Do you know the shit I was doing at 16?
No,
throwing bangers, fucking picking up whores, fucking throwing keggers with grown men, fucking fighting people, breaking arms.
I could see that.
I could almost believe
I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old. We threw before even hoarders. We threw a party in this place, and the locals will remember this shit. This house was full of fucking needles. This woman had died, and it was full of. She had diabetes. Needles everywhere. I shoveled them.
That's gross.
With a fucking shovel,
That's
like
gross.
a snow shovel, an orange snow shovel.
Ugh.
Shoveled them all. She was HIV negative, and that was the only thing I gave a fuck.
How'd you know?
Because her son told me she had died of the diabetes. She was big and no.
Her son?
I believed her son. Yeah, I didn't get poked or anything like that.
It's dangerous.
But dude, 16, I wasn't fucking. You and your ex-girlfriend, what?
We cleaned up like.
I thought you were gonna tell me an AIDS story.
Well, no. I mean, we.
Nothing I love more than that.
We cleaned up this. She like cleans places sometimes for like this guy who owns a bunch of real estate, and once I went with her to clean this place, and it was like a fucking murder scene. This dude was like severely clinically depressed, and he had like lost custody of his kids, and he was into intravenous drugs, and we found proof of all of that all around this room. There was a suicide note, bucket full of like blood, knives everywhere, needles everywhere, weird like weightlifting supplements everywhere. Just this guy had a weird cocktail of crazy shit. Suicide note, talking to his daughters about how he's sorry that he killed himself and shit, but he didn't. But anyway, I mean, that's just, I was so fucking grossed out by that. I like felt like I should go get like tested for AIDS, get a Hep shot, booster,
it's terrifying.
Tetanus shot.
When you're in that room and you're thinking of every fucking
we were pretty
rotten
careful,
fucking
but I mean,
mess. You know what I mean? That's why I've shaped my shit up.
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
Giving me
because
fucking flashbacks.
Dog, that shit is terrifying. But the comedian Patrice O'Neal, he said that you need that shit in your life. You need to go through a couple baby scares, couple AIDS scares. You need that shit in order to get right. So in the future,
you don't really get the AIDS,
and you can have a coherent relationship. You need to get that shit out of your system.
Yeah, right. Well, I agree with that.
there's fucking hoarders everywhere. There's creepy ass people everywhere, and you don't know who's down the street. With 3 prisoners for 10 years. It's fucking disgusting, man.
Yeah, makes you wonder for sure.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Let's cut to Charles for a second here.
Charles Ramsey, he's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this afternoon. You heard screaming.
Heard screaming. I meet my McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
I come outside. I see this girl going nuts, trying to get out of her house. So I go on the porch. And she says, "Help me
Look
get
at how
out."
glossy his
I've
eyes
been here a long time. So, I
They're
figured
real
it's a
red.
domestic violence dispute. So I open the door.
Hair looks like it hasn't
We
been
can't get in
washed
that
in a
way
year.
because how the door is, it's so much that a body can't fit through, only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out with the little girl, and she says, "Call 911. My name is Amanda Berry."
Did you know who that was when she said that?
When she told me, it didn't register until I got the call of 911. And then I'm like, I'm calling the 911 for Amanda Berry. I thought this girl was dead. You know what I mean? And she got on the phone and she said, "Yes, this is me." And the detective, Cook, right here. Detective Gregory
He's a
Cook said,
scatterbrained
"Charlie, you know
hero."
who you rescued? I said,
And did you see him react to the siren?
looks
You see the instinctive knee-jerk reaction when Charles Ramsey heard the siren. He immediately, his neck twitched left, his eyes got wide, he was ready to run. I think he's used to being on the other side of that siren. He's got the one tooth missing right there. That one tooth that stands in the way between a hit a crack and somebody's mouth. That first one to go, usually, when somebody's just like starting to flirt with a crack addiction. He's got it. Charles, your boy. All-American hero. Not since the Hatchet dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've
the
seen
hero.
the Hatchet video?
Of course I've seen that.
Dude, the guy Kai who can't tell you his age?
Kai doesn't...
Yeah,
he's
Kai
got better
can't
things
call
to
it.
do than tell
Yeah,
than
Kai can't.
remember
Oh
how
my
many years
god,
he's
that
been
guy
on
was
this earth,
fucking
man.
fantastic. He literally, if you guys haven't seen this guy pulls up on a scene basically, and alright, there's a man going insane. He literally has like some sort of like psychotic break, and he rams his car into somebody, and he's chasing after this girl. And this guy, this drifter, I guess I'd call him a drifter. If you ever seen the movie Easy Rider, he's like Jack Nicholson's character. He's just a fucking drifter. He pulls up on him, and he pulls the fucking hatchet out, and he stabs him just brutalizes this fucking guy. It's mega ridiculous. But his play-by-play about what happened is superb.
Yeah, I remember watching that. That was a pretty good video. I feel like it was kind of long, kind of drawn out. I like a short one that can just suck you in real quick, like the guy with the voice. You know, the guy with the radio voice. You
No.
seen that? You've never seen that?
Mm-mm.
Ah, it's great. It's this guy. It's basically this guy. He's a homeless guy. He's out looking for some money, and this guy comes up, and his sign says, "I have an amazing radio voice. For $1, I'll show you my great radio voice." Should I pull it up?
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. There we go. I forget his name. I think that it's one of those. Here.
Exit ramps. But recently, there's been this guy with an interesting sign at I-71 and Hudson Street. His handwritten sign says he has the God-given gift of a great voice. Hey, I'm gonna make you work for your $1. Say something with that great radio
Oh,
voice.
this motherfucker. I know him. I know him. He was on Dr. Phil and everything. This is old.
I know, but I love him.
He was on Dr. Phil. He's a
How do you
fucking
not
fraud.
know?
I don't
How
like
do you
this
not know
guy.
about this?
Fuck him.
We'll be right back after these words. When you're
I know
listening to
that
the
guy.
best of the oldies.
Yeah. He got some money, and then he tried to make it up to his daughter on Dr. Phil.
I love that
And
guy.
he gave her a fucking purse. I'm sorry for not being there.
Well, great. I mean, that's a
Dumb
start.
radio voice. Ted. His name is Ted.
Didn't he get a job doing sports radio or something right
I
after
don't know.
that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look him up.
I think he did. What about the other viral video from this week? The Jeff Bliss, the long-haired high school student who gave the lecture to the teacher.
What'd you think about that?
I don't know. I think the guy's kind of a clown. Obviously, you're looking at he sounds like a black dude. He looks like he should be in a Norwegian metal band. He's got blonde hair down past his
He's
eye.
got a southern drawl.
But like a trapped out southern drawl though. He kind of talks like Young Jeezy.
Yeah, for real. He's trapped out.
And it's I don't know. But it's kind of funny. There is a little seed of relevance to it. I mean, teachers in America do kind of grade school teachers may not be the best at connecting with their students.
Absolutely not. They get paid $22,000 a year.
Right. There's definitely a lot of truth to that, but I mean, is this really the most relevant?
What annoyed me initially was not really him, because he's still finding himself. Okay, I'm not going to knock a kid who obviously has passion. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
What annoyed me was the idea of a viral video, the idea that it caught on and millions of people watched it. Millions of people were saying, "Go, man!" And they were sort of like this sort of solidarity with a kid. They watched his video and they were like, "Oh, go, man!" No, the problem with education in this country cannot be solved over a 91-second video. It is a deeply embedded, arduous, hard, very hard struggle. You know what I mean? And I think what's indicative of that struggle, what's indicative of the problems we have in education, is the fact that we always look for quick answers.
Yep.
That a 91-second video...
Oh, it's the teacher's fault.
Yeah, a 91-second video of a kid, goes viral. But, the millions, literally millions of one-hour lectures from scholars all over the world, they don't go viral.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't appeal. It doesn't have McDonald's appeal.
So in the very
act of... It can't be taken in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it can't be taken in and eaten up like a little piece of chocolate.
Right.
No.
Exactly. The
things that need to go viral to help education aren't.
I'm with you on that, man.
We see, strangely, that even at the university. The university I go to, they have a wall of fame, and they have up there, they have Flo. I don't know. I know you have seen Flo. She's on a insurance commercial.
Oh, she went to BU, right?
Flo annoys people in an insurance commercial. But what they don't have up there is Norman Finkelstein, who is the number one scholar in the world on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The number one guy. Right. Like, Noam Chomsky quotes him.
He gets no love.
He doesn't have his fucking... He went to Binghamton. He doesn't have his...
I feel like that would be...
He's the scholar on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Like, he's forgotten more.
I bet you I know who's on there. Paul Reiser.
And
Paul Reiser from Mad About You.
Yes, Paul Reiser is on there.
He's probably on there.
Flo's on there. Flo. It's just basically
TV people.
It's fucking absurd.
Nobody else gets love.
But the number one guy in the world who's written amazing books isn't on the Wall of Fame.
Who's that other famous author from there? He spoke at commencement a couple years ago.
I don't know.
Fuck's his name? I'm not sure.
I don't have any idea. Tony Kornheiser, who I love. I got a personal affection for Tony Kornheiser.
David, how do you say his last name?
Bush?
Sedaris?
I don't know who that is.
He's an author. He's got some books people like a lot.
So back to the kid. I mean, play a little bit of the kid, because...
You guys want to hear him? Here he is. This is our boy... Jeff Bliss.
He's not terrible. He means well.
Oh, he definitely does.
Duncanville
High School.
The problem is a lot bigger. And the problem is, even with the kids recording it, they're shouting out their gang.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this kid, he's clean, though. I mean, he looks like he looks like a cowabunga slacker, but he's a pretty fucking...
He looks like a modern day...
he keeps it...
What was the movie with Sean Penn? With Sean Penn, where he's...
Spicoli?
He looks like a Spicoli.
He's a Spicoli. That's such a great way to put it. Here's, ladies and gentlemen, 2013's answer to Spicoli.
This freaking lady go off on kids because they don't freaking get this crap. If you would just get up and teach them instead of handing them a freaking packet, yo. There's kids in here who don't learn like that. They need to learn face to face. You're just getting mad because I'm pointing out the obvious.
No,
and
you're wasting my time.
No, I'm not wasting your time. I'm telling you what you need to do.
Get out.
You want kids to come in your class? You want them to get excited for this? You got to come in here. You got to make them excited. You want a kid to change and start doing better? You got to touch his freaking heart.
You got to touch his heart.
You got to touch his freaking heart.
You have to touch his... He thinks education is a movie. He thinks it's a feel-good movie. When
How
the reality
do I reach these kids?
The reality is... They don't pay him enough.
Right.
They don't attract the right people. Mm-hmm. They don't treat him well. And the ones that are shitty, they keep around. It's a deeply embedded thing. He look, Orwell said something about people who think in slogans. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. You got to touch his heart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
fucking fantasy.
He's exhausting. I really can't look at him without yawning, but it's all right. To each his own.
To me, it brings up the point of... I feel like there's certain occupations that are really they're mispaid, like their pay rate doesn't really correlate to their responsibility in society. First of which, police officers.
Absolutely.
They should be incredibly highly trained. They should have, high levels of education, rigorous testing to ensure that the best possible people are out there enacting the laws. We don't have ex-high school bully people out there.
People
doing
who used to do coke at keg parties.
Sure, or still do, for that matter. I mean, let's not bullshit here. We've all had our experiences hanging with local cops. It's mind bending, but I mean, they're not paid enough. Teachers aren't paid enough to, to take on the responsibility of educating the youth. I guess some are, but your average public school teacher is making dog shit.
Well, the number one thing, as far as we're just kind of going through viral videos, catching up with everybody. We've got an interview coming up with someone who was on the MTV. Oh, by the way, it's also time to out this bitch. That's it.
Yeah, our catfish is done. We're done waiting.
We're done playing with these people.
Next week we're gonna have some outing news on this thing. I've tried to get a hold of the model again, no luck. We actually got a chance to. We set up a little an interview we're gonna have tonight. For you with Jasmine from MTV's show Catfish. She was on the first season, the 4th episode, and she fell victim to a catfish scandal. So she's going to be our first person.
But as far as the final thing on the viral videos, before we get to something else, whatever Steve wants, there was something literally that made me sick earlier this week. There's a circus in China.
Oh, I'm not going to like this.
All right. First of all, the whole thing was they have a bear on a bicycle racing 2 different monkeys on 2 different bicycles, okay, around a track. All right, look it up. Bear bicycle. All right. Just fucking literally made me fucking sick. This bear is going around and going around. One of the monkeys is clueless. All right, whatever. He's probably not a smart monkey. And he went off the track. He went into the middle pit area. The bear then a human runs into the monkey. The bear jumps off his fucking bike.
Wait, this is a news story or like a nursery rhyme?
Nah, for real, this is news. Put on Daily Mail,
I think I got
China
it.
Bear.
I got it.
All right. The bear jumps off his bike and fucking eats the monkey.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And fucking eats the monkey, dog.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the most... And these fucking people are laughing. Literally.
Here it is.
I was disgusted.
Oh,
give the play-by-play.
Okay. All right. Here we are, guys. We've got a bear on a bicycle. This is no bullshit. He seems to be yawning. Okay. Those are monkeys? Wait. Oh, God. There's a little monkey on a bike, and then there's a bear on a bike. And there's a second monkey. There's a dude on a unicycle. There's 2 monkeys, and there's some guys running around. It's a small little circle. We got Ray Boy doing commentary with me here. He's watching this too.
Coming around the first.
Oh my God! How the fuck
monkey fell off the track?
Did they convince a bear to ride a bicycle? You're not going to believe this. Oh, the bear crashed into a monkey. Oh, and I think he's eating the monkey. Oh yeah, he went into fuck this mode. I'm hunting this monkey and eating it.
Yeah, dude, he's ripping.
Oh, he's eating the monkey. Oh, this is fucking terrible.
Oh God.
People are cheering and shit. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking horrendous.
This is brutal.
It literally made me sick. It literally made me sick. And these fucking people are cheering and laughing. And
yeah.
Do you know the literally thousands of hours of work that need to go in to teach a bear
to ride a bicycle? I mean, that's unbelievable.
Right.
And is that really the most, is that the most morally justifiable thing to do, to teach an animal? I mean, shouldn't we be teaching them, like, sign language and shit, like Coco?
It's fucking disgusting, dude.
Like Jane Goodall was really doing something productive. And then we have the Chinese teaching a bear to ride a fucking fixie around a track.
And then he ate the monkey.
And then he ate the fucking...
But
maybe that was part of the show.
Yeah, you know that when they do train these monkeys, there's an excellent documentary about this monkey called Nim Chimpsky. It's a play on the word Noam Chomsky. And they trained him. They raised him as a boy. They raised him in a family. But they get to a certain age and they get mad sexual. You ever seen that shit?
No.
They'll hump cats. They'll hump people. They'll fucking put in Nim Chimpsky. Oh my God. And they taught it how to sign language certain things, but it only did them if there was a reward. So they said it didn't officially learn the language. But they get very amorous, and they get very fucking, like, they get like brutally horny. You know what I mean? They're fucking wild animals.
Yeah. No, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nim and the cats. I don't know.
Yeah, Nim and the cat. This is cute. He loved cats.
Oh, he's got the cat.
Loved them. He did.
He was really, really tender with the cat, and he'd hold it, and he just liked to feel, the touch, something about it.
But then he started fucking. He trying to fuck the cats.
That's why he was so tender.
You could see him like shaking.
I mean, that's, you know.
And he had her. Actually, like, kind of pushed her.
And all these fucking granola libs. Oh my God, Nim loves cats. Loves cats. This is an animal.
Yeah, no, he's starting to look evil even towards the
Yeah, he gets very brutal. He beats the shit
He's
out
like, all right,
them.
we went to Tranquil.
For real.
Tranquil's done. What's next?
Is there anything specifically that you want to talk about? Anything on your mind?
Yeah, in general?
Anything at all. Don't have to be a news story. It could be anything at all.
Jeez, I don't know.
See any good movies or anything like that? We are going to bar crawl on Thursday. Steve and I will be together.
We have plans.
We will be with a cast of characters, an unbelievable cast of characters. So, Thursday, see us out. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's actually that. You know what? I realized that's my bowling night, so I'll be bowling early in the night, but that'll be before we get popping. This way, I'll already be in Binghamton.
What time are you bowling?
I don't know. Probably like 8:30.
8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what time's bar crawl?
I was gonna start about 4:30.
Oh, really? Oh shit. Well, maybe I'll just take.
Are
a
you in a
break.
bowling? Are you in a bowling league?
No, just friends. We bowl every Thursday. I mean, a group of friends. You should come sometime. It's fun.
You know, I bowled once in my entire life.
What?
For real, once.
Just one. You didn't like it, huh?
No, it's very young. It just hasn't hit me to
stick.
Yeah, it just didn't stick. And it had the things up, so you couldn't go in the gutter.
The bumpers.
Yeah, the bumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep you on track.
But other than that, no, I haven't really bowled. We also have another guest in studio today. It's my boy Sean.
Sean, welcome to the studio. Sean, how you doing today, brother?
Hi, guys.
He's new to the
Doing
program.
well. Thank you very much for asking.
Sean, what do you think of the show so far? Or the shows you've listened to?
I think it's great. I love it.
Thank you, Sean.
Sean, what are you reading?
Oh my God, no, I can't answer that.
What is
question.
show?
I'm reading Breaking Ground.
No,
It's a
you
book
weren't.
from-
Breaking Ground.
You were reading.
Why would you
Breaking
want to do
Ground.
that? People will fall.
What are you reading there? What's the orange book there?
Oh my.
Come on, share with us. What is it?
It's not what it might seem like.
What's it called?
So the name of the book is called Satanism, but it's not.
Satanism. We have a Satanist in studio.
This is why he didn't want to tell me what he's reading. He's reading a book called Satanism. Is that by Anton LaVey, the founder?
No, it actually is not. It is
Genesee Beer.
It's put out by Green.
Shout out to
Haven
Jenny,
Press.
though.
I don't know if I should have said that or not,
okay,
or
we're
gave
clear.
me the author's name. But it
Why can't you give the author's name? Is it a secret book?
no, it's
Is this a cult book?
Tamara R. Roloff.
It's a woman.
Yeah, seems like. But what it does is it actually shows. I've only read up to chapter 6 so far, and what it does is it shows certain misrepresentations of what Satanism actually is.
So does it?
In the psychological industry, you know, like
Does it
because,
present the Satan in a positive light?
well,
Look, Satanism
yes and
isn't...
no. It seems like certain aspects of it present it in a misrepresented kind of a way, because anybody that does anything like a legend, what they call like a legend trip, where, you know, maybe there's an old haunted house in a town or something, and the kids all go to that site. Maybe they spray painted the side of the house or something. They could say that was satanistic, in nature because of how the kids were doing occult-like behavior,
Huh.
And that's not necessarily what is Satanism,
Well, that is
But number 9 is the best. I'm sorry, I have to say this.
Go ahead.
Satan has been the best friend the church has ever had, as he has kept it in business all these years.
Yep, I've heard that one a couple times.
Now, I find that, it seems like a pretty intelligent statement.
I think he's poking fun at the church's inability to criticize Satan as an actual being, because above all else, the church emphasizes his existence as the force that they must repel against.
Whereas, I guess from a Satanist's point of view, it is just a, embodiment of energy. It's not a, living, breathing being that is going to here to reap souls and take souls. It's like something different in nature. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's cut to our interview with Jasmine from MTV's Catfish.
At the
Hello?
palace.
Hey, Jasmine.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, how you doing? This is Steven. We spoke the other day.
Hey.
Hey, I'm here with my co-host David. He and I are going to be talking to you today about, obviously, your experience on MTV's Catfish.
Jasmine, welcome aboard.
Hey, how are you?
I'm alright. We're going to begin with, for the people who haven't watched your episode, why don't you give us a brief synopsis of how MTV got a hold of you, what situation you were in, and, sort of a brief time frame.
Okay, well, basically how this all started was this person, Mike, hit me up. And, we had a good relationship. We was cool. It wasn't, no boyfriend, girlfriend. We was just cool. And we got to know each other. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to him, every day. Well, Missy, but I was talking to Mike for, about a year straight. And we stopped talking for, 6 months. And then this Mike person hit me up and was like, hey, would you, like to be on this TV show called Catfish? And, I asked this person what it was about, and, this person told me that basically it was about 2 people online talking, and basically Neve and Max want us to basically come together. So, after that happened, Missy told me that they were going to contact and, call me on the phone and let me know what was going on. So they contacted me.
Wait a second. Sorry.
Hang on a sec. So Missy got in contact with you as Missy or as Mike to tell you about the show? I thought you reached out to MTV because you thought what was going on with Mike was weird. That's kind of how they made it seem in the show. I watched the show, and so Missy or Mike actually, quote unquote, got in touch with you about it.
Missy, but I didn't know it was Missy.
Okay, so it was quote unquote Mike. It was really Missy, but she was posing as Mike. So Mike actually said to you, "Do you want to go on the show?"
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so for the people who haven't watched, from the rip, this woman Missy wanted to exploit you.
Mhm.
Okay, continue on with the story.
Okay, well, basically, the reason why she wanted to do that was over a guy, a simple guy.
Tiggs?
And she wanted to distract me.
Is this Tiggs? Is his name Tiggs?
Triggs.
Triggs.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Triggs. All right. Go on.
Mhm. And she, she basically made this profile and started talking to me so I would leave Triggs alone, which, that didn't happen. Like, it didn't work.
It wasn't.
So basically, yeah, she did it over a guy that
Right.
we was fighting for, I guess you can say.
So now, are either of you dating Triggs today?
No.
Okay,
I have
so
a loving boyfriend
you
that's
have
actually sitting by me
you
right
have
now.
a great boyfriend who's a real person. What's your boyfriend's name?
Rashad.
Rashad, it's nice to meet you, man. Seems like you got a great girl here. Congratulations on that. So Jasmine, let's talk a little bit more about the process of making the show. What was that like?
It was exciting. It was, basically the time that, I was getting ready to meet this Mike person. I was excited, I was happy. I wanted to do that, but when I found out it was Missy, the whole show just
Were there any indications when you were speaking to Mike, for the people out there, because we have a catfish scenario on our hands and we don't really know how to approach it, were there any indications that Mike didn't add up? He didn't add up to be a real, in reality, physical person? Aside from, the stuff you talked about on the show, you weren't able to talk to him on the phone, you couldn't leave him a message on his voicemail, you guys hadn't seen each other in person. Was there anything else, any other questions you asked him, or any other weird things that kind of made you think, all right, something's up here?
Yeah, actually, there was, this person, I actually noticed this, not when I first started talking to this person, but, a couple of months after that, they didn't have a lot of pictures or whatever, and they had, about, maybe 600 friends or whatever, and they didn't have nothing on their page. They would post every other day, and it would be stupid stuff. It wouldn't be real life stuff. It would be just stupid stuff. So yeah, I did, but I didn't want to believe it, basically.
Yeah, you suspended disbelief, and you kind of went with it. We understand. We definitely understand.
We've all been there. So
yeah.
So when you find out in the show that Missy's behind all this, what were you thinking?
When she came out.
When she came out of the apartment building and
wearing
she wasn't Mike.
A red dress.
Wearing the red dress, looking all ready for TV. She looked like she was ready.
Yeah, she was looking like a superstar.
She was all dressed up.
Yeah, actually, she was looking crazy. I was to be honest with you, I was shocked. I didn't even know what to say. But, since I was filming, I didn't want to, embarrass myself. So I was just I don't know. I can't tell you that because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on.
You kept it cool. It looked like you wanted to jack her up. It looked like you wanted to just go at her. You even said,
yeah.
you said I want to beat her ass. I'm going to beat her ass.
Yeah, I did say that.
If you had to do it over again, would you have beat her ass?
Hell yeah. But we had a reunion, though.
You had a reunion?
Are you shitting me? We haven't seen the reunion.
Yeah, I actually was in the city.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wow. I have to get the reunion. I haven't seen that. I watched the episode, and it was pretty good. It was entertaining. I felt bad that Missy was scamming on you like that. That was 2 years? I mean, ooh.
Well, it was almost 2 years. It wasn't exactly
not quite.
2 years.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole situation was I just don't understand.
Have you talked to Missy? Have you talked to Missy at all?
Actually, yeah. After the reunion, she basically was if I apologize to her, then she will be cool with me. And I was like, what? Me apologize to you? You're the one who did all this crazy shit. What? I'm not apologizing to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't curse on here. We're just gonna have to edit that out. That's okay though. This is a Christian broadcast. What do you think from your experience? How should we approach when we know there is a catfish situation? What do you think we should do? You know what I mean? We could send you the links. We got this whole thing set up. We know
you could help
catfish.
us.
You could help us.
You could be a liaison.
But
in this
what do you
process
think?
Well, I can help you because to be honest with you, there's a lot of people that hit me up and ask me, for advice. So yeah, I can help you out because now I know everything. I know everything.
Well, you can be our guru. You're our field consultant in Atlanta / our catfishing guru.
You mind if we do that? We'll send you the details on a catfish situation that we're dealing with, and you let us know what course of action to take.
We'll take it.
Yeah, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. If you can, tell me some things about the profile. Maybe
we will.
Can,
We'll send you the profiles
send you
and
the
the
info.
modeling profile that we found and everything else. And you tell us what to do for the radio show, and we'll do it.
Okay. Well, just send me it, and we can,
I will. I'm going to make a note right here, Jasmine. I'm going to find you on Facebook, and I'm going to send you the info here in the next day.
All right, Jasmine. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Thanks. You too. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
I was told I look like Satan one time by this bitch.
At a rave?
Yeah.
Totally was. Kent, Ohio. That shit was fun.
So how's
Ray
everything
boy.
going with you, Ray boy?
It's going pretty good.
Are you still talking to the girl from last week, Rave Girl?
Oh, no.
No, she's out, huh?
Nah, she's long.
She doesn't get the title of Rave Girl.
Yeah, he hit it once. He's a real pimp.
That's a very distinct title, and if there's one thing I will indulge in this life, I guess it's going to be the fact that I'm going to, hardcore look for the right girl. Because I'm not going to get stuck with some lousy slut.
There you go. There you go,
Some
baby.
lousy what?
Some lousy slut, man.
Oh, slut.
Yeah, don't settle for less. Don't get lonely and settle for less.
Yeah.
No, dude, I can't settle for anything less than perfect. And, there's a lot of lookers, there's a lot of good girls, but when it all comes down to it, I'm pretty sure everybody acts a little bit of the same. They only want what they want, unless they're gonna cooperate, work together, and have some teamwork and some effort. Shit always fails past the first 5 months, man.
The wisdom of Rave Boy, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go.
I don't fuck around.
There you go.
Not fuck around.
Anything else, Steve?
I just wanted to talk about the Abercrombie guy for a minute because I thought that was pretty.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So everybody's been posting about the Abercrombie CEO, giving him, a hard time about the fact that he, in an interview, said that the reason his company doesn't make extra large size clothing is because they don't want, overweight people wearing their clothing, which I think is probably a strategy that many companies, if they could profit from it, would do as well. He's in a market sector where he's selling to high school kids and college kids
who want to look good.
Big sexual motivation among the age group. Everybody wants to look good, everybody wants to look sexy, and everybody wants to be associated with a brand that'll make them appear more sexy and appealing to the opposite sex. And I think he's doing what any reasonable businessman would do and does. This is what every company does. Everything that we buy, every product that we consume is marketed to a specific set of buyers. And this is no different. But everybody is, of course, outraged over this. A lot of people on the internet, posting about how, where does this guy get off? And I think, not that it's a great thing, but what the fuck different is it from anything else?
He's a business owner. It's certainly his right. Certainly his right to do this.
And how is, let's talk about the bigger issues here. All of our clothes and shoes and your backpacks and all your school supplies and everything that kids consume and use is all, made in sweatshops by children who probably are paid in rice or very, very, very small amounts of money. They work in inhumane conditions in factories in Bangladesh, which collapse regularly. And none of this is an issue, and this shit's been going on for, 25 years or more. The American
So you see it as sort of a misdirection of outrage.
I would say for sure. I think people just choose to, put their priorities in some strange locations when dealing with issues like this and don't really want to see the bigger picture. As I see it, at least. Maybe I'm just out of my fucking mind.
I think you see it pretty clear, man. Absolutely. But then again, this is totally his. It's his right. I absolutely support his right to run his business the way he wants to run his business.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So, just like I supported the fucking Chick-fil-A people who, the one guy who runs the show, he is opposed to gay marriage. That's his right. I happen to see differently than him. But when I want chicken, the last thing I'm thinking about is gay marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if, some people do. They sort of assimilate a whole bunch of things into the decision of whether or not they want a fucking tank top at Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Maybe they'll go to American Eagle, or maybe they'll go to Gap, or maybe they'll go to Old Navy.
Maybe they'll go to Yawn City, a.k.a. the mall.
All of which feature extra large, extra extra large, and extra extra large sizes.
So go ahead. Have fun. Just have fun.
Just get out, hey, guys. Just get out there. And
As
have
you can
some
tell,
fun,
I'm kind of
guys.
fed up. I'm fed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thing that made me fed up the most was the fucking story about the bear. I don't know. I felt this affection for the fucking bear. I know that when they beat him later.
Oh, they were already beating him before we even cut the clip.
Because that monkey's well trained.
Fucking bamboo.
That monkey was riding a bike. That monkey was doing things. That monkey had been trained probably hundreds of hours. And the bear fucked up his G-boy.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yep.
That's why I don't go to circuses and sports. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, circuses are whack as fuck. You know me. I'm pretty strongly oriented against animal cruelty and the misuse and mistreatment of animals. So
Bar Crawl Thursday, 607 Podcast will be there. Please see us.
We'll be there.
We will be
might
updating our
making a stop
statuses
at
where we
Laurel
are.
Bowl to roll a couple games.
Absolutely.
That might be
I might
that's probably
go.
just part of our Thursday night.
We're going to be there with an assortment of scales. And just Ray in the house. They're all going to be there. Please come see us.
Ray in the house.
Come get a drink with us. Everything.
Yeah.
Why don't you take us out, if you can, with the Ray in the house video?
I think I could probably find the Ray in the house.
If you can do that, then take us out with that.
I told David this week I was at the Belmar after bowling, and I was interviewing this dude, and he was, I don't know, he was definitely a skell by David's definitions. He was looking like a drifter, and I was asking him some questions, but the interview is kind of fucked because I've had a few drinks, so I'm not, it's not the best interview, so we're probably going to scrap it, but we're hoping to get Ray. We're really
I want nothing more.
I'm really hoping to get him on. He's such a nice dude. You guys are going to fucking love him. I can't stress it enough. All right, folks. Here he is.
Ray.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Talk to you guys in a week. Ray, fuck, all right.